Hey guys, what's going on? Bryce here, and I'm back with another video. This is a video that you guys have been waiting for a while, and that I've been saying that I was gonna do for a while. I wanted to do this, but I didn't have the courage to. In all honesty, I really didn't. But yeah, as you guys can tell by the title, this is basically explain my life. I could have easily done a draw my life, but honestly, it would have been horrible. I suck at drawing, and I wouldn't know what to do for it. But anyways, I think an explain my life will just be the same. Oh, my cat's laying in my drawer. My pants drawer. She's just laying there. Alright, anyways guys, let's get started. So, my name is Bryce, of course, if some of you guys would know. And I was born on March 2nd, 1996. That's Dr. Seuss's birthday. So, that's pretty cool. I had a good mom and dad. They were really awesome parents. They were great parents, and but I was also a mother's boy. I loved being with my mom. I loved her a lot. I just loved hanging out with her, and I loved being with her. And yeah. I would also like to mention before anything else starts, I am going to stutter a lot in this video because it's hard. It's hard to do this, and there's gonna be no way that I won't stutter, and just have moments where I just won't talk. But anyways, let's keep going. So yeah, I had a good mom, a good dad. I was mommy's boy, and after a while of them being together, my mom and dad started to fight. They had big fights, huge fights. It wasn't even not. It's just like it's something that you can't say wasn't serious. There were huge fights, and they were scary. I don't remember them. I was just too young, but I don't remember them. But from what my mom was telling me, there were huge fights, and yeah. Anyways, after them fighting for a long time, they actually got a divorce, and my mom and dad went to court. And they both agreed to let us switch back every week. And my mom, they both agreed to that because we love both of our parents. So yeah, we went to our dad's first, and he wouldn't give us back to my mom. He agreed to it, but he wouldn't let us go to my mom again, because he was selfish and he was just like that. I don't know. Anyways, after like a month or so of my mom not being able to get us, my mom kind of sneakily got my sister, but she couldn't get me. I don't know, cause my dad was still there, and she got my sister, but my little sister, but not me, because I was with my dad. I think I don't know what was happening. I honestly don't. I don't remember, but yeah, and it seems really confusing, but that's just what happened. Anyways, after my sister was taken with my mom, or my mom got my sister, my dad realized that she was gonna come and get me, so he actually hid me far away from where we were, and it was with a like rich Mexican family. I don't remember it, but it was pretty scary, because I didn't know who these people were. I had no clue at all. And all I can remember is just sitting at the window waiting for somebody to come and get me. It sucked, because it was about 6 months that I would just sit there with a family that I have no clue who were, and they didn't speak the same language as me. So it was scary, and I didn't know what to do. And I just sat at the window waiting for somebody to come and get me. And countless months of just sitting and waiting and crying, and it sucked. Anyways, the police were searching that whole time, of course, but they could never find me. And there was 1 minute that someone messaged me on Steam. Oops. There was 1 minute or one day where the cops actually got me and found me. They found where I was and everything, and they brought me down to the police station, and my mom came and got me, and that was good. I was happy for that. I was happy to see my mom, and I was happy to see my family again, and yeah. So life moved on after that. Um, we were having a good life, just us, me, my sister, my older sister, and well, okay, me, my mom, my older sister, and my little sister. Um, my little sister's a year younger than me, and my big sister is she's 23 right now, and I'm 17. So yeah. Um, anyways, yeah, it was just us. And then we were pretty wealthy. We were an okay wealthy family. We had a huge house, but that didn't last too long because we didn't really like banks. I don't know what was with that, but we like to keep money with us. I don't know. But one night while we were out to dinner, we came back to our house engulfed in flames, and it was huge, and it was scary. Everything, no one was hurt. No one was hurt at all, but it was just our house was engulfed in flames, and we couldn't do anything about it, and that was when we basically became broke. We had nothing anymore. So we moved into an apartment, and my mom got a new boyfriend. He was an awesome guy. We always thought of him as her dad. They never got married, but he was always our dad in our hearts, and he was just an awesome person. We loved hanging out with him. He was the best guy to be with ever. And yeah, basically he was just like a dad to us. Then after a while of him being with us, we moved into a brick home. We didn't have a neighborhood or anything. We were just on the corner of a busy street and everything. So it was hectic, but yeah. Basically after a while of living there, Christmas came, and then there was this one time where we built a snowman. It was snowing, and we built a snowman. Awesome snowman. And we would put him in the front yard to show him off to everyone who drove by. And the next morning we came out, and it was kicked down by some random person. We don't even know who, but we saw footsteps up to our snowman, and he was kicked down, and that made us pretty sad. And that kind of made us scared that people were actually walking into our yard and doing stuff like that, vandalizing. But it was just a snowman, nothing damaged or anything like that. But yeah, after a while after that, after a while of that, whatever, a robbery happened at our house. I remember one night I was scared out of my mind because I was the only one awake, and I was still young. I was, I don't remember. I don't remember what age I was, but I was still young. And yeah. So a robbery happened, and I saw somebody. I was awake, and I was looking out my window, and I saw somebody hop over our fence, running and into our backyard, and I heard the door bang in the back of our home, and I ran to my mom's room, and I yelled to her, and I was like, "There's somebody trying to break into our home," basically, and she called the cops. And I tried to go to sleep because I was scared, and then the cops came, and he ran away. He got away with everything, but he didn't get into our home, but he got away from trying to break into our home. We had a good time for a while, and shortly after that, my mom told me something that I would never want to hear. Of course, my dad was in prison because my old one, my real dad, was in prison because of what he did, and what I found out is he committed suicide in his prison cell, and it was basically because of me and my sister. Basically, since he couldn't have us, he didn't want to live, and that really sucked. But anyways, life moved on. Still, we were still moving on, and it hurt. Everything was hurting. Everything that was good in my life started to kind of drop down as I got older. It started roll downhill faster and faster as I got older, and yeah, my mom and dad broke up. My mom and her boyfriend broke up after a while. The one that we considered a dad, and he was awesome. They broke up after a while because they got in a fight. I don't know what over, but it was just something. I was still young, and yeah, he moved out, and we saw him every 1 month or so. It really sucked because we loved him. He was an awesome dad, and we wanted to see him more often, but we didn't. We weren't able to see him because he was so busy with everything. So basically, we tried to see him as much as we could, but that stopped after a while. We just stopped seeing him. We basically don't know who he is anymore. And as for my real dad, I don't know his face. I was way too young. I don't remember my dad, so I don't remember anything that when I was younger. It was just it's basically a blank. It's like a dream, a nightmare, because I don't know who my dad is. I don't know where, or I don't know who he is. I honestly don't. Nothing. So anyways, life moved on once more. Everything just started to go bad, but my mom got a new boyfriend after a while, a couple years after that. His name is Pat. He's pretty cool stepdad. He's her dad today. But yeah, they met over the internet, and they've been dating over the internet for a while. And we basically went to go meet him in California. He lived in California, and we lived in Idaho, Boise, Idaho, where we live today. And we went to go see him. We went to Disneyland. He took us to Disneyland, and it was pretty cool. And then when I turned 10, I believe I was 10. Yeah, 10. On my birthday, we went to go house looking, basically. Sorry, there's something on my keyboard. We went to go looking at houses and stuff to move into, because we were sick of that brick house. Just everything was bad happening. We couldn't live there anymore. It was an awesome house. It had a well, it had a basement. It was like a 3-story house. It was great. It was an awesome house, but we just couldn't live there anymore because it was getting kind of scary. But yeah, when I was 10 on my birthday, we went to go house looking, and we found a house that we wanted. It was being built, but we knew it was going to be the house that we wanted. And we went in, and we kind of looked everywhere. It was an awesome house, and yeah. Once it was all the way built, we bought it. So basically brand new. Nobody else has bought in this house before us, and yeah, we're living here today, and it's an awesome house. Where do I go now? So since then, after that, Pat moved down to Boise to live with us, and they got married. After a while, I don't remember how or anything. I was too young. I'm stupid. My memory is blank. But yeah, he moved down to Boise with us, and they got married. My life was pretty good then. It was rolling down as I got older, but I had a good life. I was pretty popular in elementary school. I knew everyone, and I loved everyone. I loved hanging out with everyone, and I loved talking to everyone. I was not shy whatsoever. I loved talking to people. I loved making friends, and I was just friends with everyone. But that started to roll down. As I got older, my insecurities got bolder. Basically, I was more scared of things, and I didn't like people as much, and I became a lot more insecure, and I didn't know how to deal with it. But I was popular in middle school as well. I had friends. I had a lot of friends that were just that were fun to be around, but they were bad influences, so I didn't really like them. I loved them, don't get me wrong, and at the time I loved doing what I was doing, the bad things that I was doing, because they were influencing me. But it was okay because it was fun. It was fun to me. I don't know how to explain it, but bad things were fun for me, apparently. I did horrible things. I was in middle school, and that was okay, cause it, I don't know. It wasn't okay. It was just made me happy, I guess. I'm stupid like that. Um, but yeah, summer happened and I stopped becoming friends with them. I just stopped seeing them as I got older. I was about 15 when this happened. I had 16, 15, 16. Yeah, I stopped being friends with them, and I basically had no more friends except for the ones that lived in my neighborhood. And I still hung out with them. They weren't the bad ones. They're pretty cool to hang around. I just didn't like them as much as I could have. Don't get me wrong, they're cool people. I don't know. Um, then me and my sister, we love to ice skate. We took like ice skating lessons, and we loved doing what we were doing because we were doing it together, and we were just like the best of friends when we were ice skating, and we had a lot of fun doing it, and it was awesome. It was great. But one day it ended with me and my sister wanted to race in the ice rink, and um, we raced, and I I did a bad thing. Like there was something that made me chip. I like chipped on the ice, and I went flying so far forward it wasn't even funny. I I don't know, but I landed on my head, about my above my eyebrow area. So basically, my forehead, almost my forehead. I don't know. It was right on my eyebrow, basically, where it split. My head just split open, and I blacked out for a while, and I didn't know my head was split open at the time. I got up, and I was fine. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel the blood or anything. I don't know. And then I looked at my mom, and I was smiling, and I put my thumbs up, and I was like, "Was that cool or what?" or something. And she was like, like screaming and crying, and I didn't know it was wrong because I didn't feel it. I really didn't. It felt just a numbing sensation. And then I looked down, and there was blood all over the ice, and everyone was just looking at me, and I was just bleeding out. And my mom said, "We're gonna need to go to the hospital, take you to the hospital, and get you stitches." And I was like, "Oh hell nah." Basically, I had a fear of stitches. I never wanted to get stitches ever. It's just scary. But we went to the hospital, and I got stitches, of course, and it didn't hurt. The stitches didn't really hurt that much, so I was pretty happy with that. They put a rag over my head. Basically, that's their stitches thing. I don't know what they did. So yeah, that ended. I stopped ice skating. I was taking ice skating lessons because I wanted to do hockey, but that stopped because my mom didn't want me ice skating anymore. But I still wanted to ice skate. It was just one measly problem. But anyways, it stopped anyways. I stopped. My sister stopped. Everything. I don't know. Yeah, I got my stitches. I had 13 stitches. 6 in my head, I think, inside my head, and I don't know. I don't know how many, but I know I got 13. And then after middle school, that's when everything started to suck. Everything. My depression kicked in. Everything. Or I got depression in this state. I was sad. I just felt like life was horrible, and I didn't want to. We'll get to it later. But this was when I went into high school. I didn't have any friends, of course, over the summer, and I was a freshman, and I was hated by a lot of people. I don't know why. I did nothing, but I was bullied. I know there's just this group of people who would just want to like not beat me up, but like they would, whenever they're like trying to they're crossing by me or something, they'd want to trip me, knock over my crap, anything they could to make me not like high school. It sucked, but it didn't stop me from going. That's basically when my depression kicked in. I didn't have any friends. I didn't know what to do. I thought it was over with. I don't know. I just didn't like life at all. I literally thought it sucked balls. Then while I was in high school, my sister was diagnosed with cancer. Um, this this is the hardest thing for us in any way possible. My sister is my best friend. She she loved me, I loved her. We had our fights, of course, like a sister and brother would, but we we enjoyed being with each other, and we enjoyed just anything that we could. And it stopped when she got diagnosed with cancer. Um, Kind of how it happened was she was with her friend, and it was Halloween, and they were at a pumpkin patch, and she kicked a pumpkin on accident, and she got a horrible bruise or something in her shin. I don't know, but we thought it would heal, but it didn't. After a month, 2 months or so, it wouldn't heal, so we went to the doctor, and it was she was diagnosed with bone cancer. She had a tumor in her leg, and yeah, it sucked. Her life just. I know it sucked for her because she had to deal with a tumor in her leg, a huge ass tumor that just was there forever, and it it was the end. Like for me, because I was already in a depression, and I hated seeing her like that. And we couldn't really do anything after that because she was always on chemotherapy, and everything just fell apart for me. But I tried to be with her as much as I could. But yeah, then her asshole of a boyfriend jumped on her back or something. She was on crutches, and I guess he kind of didn't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know what happened, but he jumped on her back, or some guy. I don't even know if it was her freaking boyfriend, but I think that's what she told me. And her tumor got larger because of that, and I don't know. It just sucked. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sorry, but that's how it was. And then I moved to online school because I was just me getting bullied was just too bad, and I hated going to school. I hated waking up every morning and feeling like shit because I was scared. I was scared to go to school, and I was scared to do anything. So I asked my mom if I could go to online school, and she said I could. So I moved to online school, and I started to like it because I could just sit here and do schoolwork, and I wouldn't have to worry about others bullying me. I wouldn't have to worry about others picking on me or anything. So basically, I was homeschooled, and yeah. My grades started to get worse because I just took advantage of homeschooling and online school, and it really sucked. I didn't like school. I still didn't like school, but online school was better for me. It's just I started to slack a lot more than I would have ever, and I almost got kicked out. But I didn't because I started doing better, I guess a little bit better. Still bad grades, horrible grades, but I put a lot more attention into my school instead of freaking ditching it all the time. But so after that, my sister started to get worse. Her cancer started to get worse, and my depression still was there. I didn't like anyone. My depression was worse than ever. I didn't like anyone. I laid in my bed, looked at my roof, just sitting there, listening to music, and I couldn't do anything. I hated talking to people. I hated meeting people. I hated getting out of my bed. I hated going out in public. I just hated life. I hated it. And my depression was crazy. I cried a lot. I sat to myself and just cried because I didn't know what to do with my life, and I was scared. I was 16, 17, 17 now, and depression was crazy. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life, and this is the state where I need to think about what I was going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do still. I'm still scared. I'm still scared of everything that's going to happen. If I'm just going to be living on the streets soon, I don't know. I don't know, honestly. But anyways, my life started to get better because I was a major fanboy of Sunday. I loved watching his videos, and his videos made me happy. I loved just watching them. I loved coming home when I was in public school. I loved just coming home and watching his videos. They would make me happier every day. And he was a funny guy. He's really funny. He's just an awesome guy. I was a fanboy, and he was just an awesome, the best YouTuber ever. But then he stopped doing YouTube for a while. I think he stopped because well, I know why he stopped, but he stopped doing YouTube after a while because his job, he's the Army, Marines, I don't know, but that was taking over his life. It kind of sucked. And him and Maddie, they were such awesome people. They made me feel better. And then when he got his first server, I don't know how to explain this because I don't remember honestly, but when he got his first server, I met them. I was like the only one on. I don't know why no one else was on, but I donated. I was like the first person to donate, and I loved getting on to see them. And I told Maddie about my sister and on their server when she get on, and she said she would pray for her, and that made me feel a lot better. Just them in general, they make me happy. They made me happy at the time when I was just a huge fanboy, because they made me laugh, and that's all I cared about. Anyways, it got better after a while. I don't know, but after a while I met Sunday. Well, his server went down, and I met Sunday. I didn't really meet him, but I wanted to help him make a server because I was good. I was okay at the time, and me and my friend K Chamber, he is a Voxel. He's part of Voxel, and he knew Sunday on Skype and everything. And I was like, we should hook Sunday up with like a server and help him out with everything. And because he wanted one and he didn't know how to make one, so I was like, let's just help him make one. And K Chamber basically asked him, and then we got in a call with him, and I was like, oh shit, because I was still pretty fanboyish of him, and being in a call with a YouTuber, it's pretty scary because you don't know what to do, and especially if you're like a fanboy, fangirl, whatever you are. It was pretty scary, but I ended up talking to him about the server professionally, just asking him what he would like, and see if we could get into doing that. And we did, but it kind of sucked because I wasn't the best, but it was good. It was good for what we were doing, and he liked it. We were having fun with it. And originally, me and Sunny were just gonna be like business partners and stuff, and we were. And then basically, K Chamber, Sunday, and I, we were all still doing the server, and we kind of, I'm not going to say any names, well, K Chamber, I can't really say, I'm not going to say any names, but K Chamber did things that we didn't appreciate. It wasn't any bad things, it was just something, we were still friends with him, of course. We still liked him a lot. He was just an awesome guy. He was still cool to talk to you, but he wasn't into, I don't know what to say. It was just about the server. We took him off the owner, and it was basically just me and Sunny doing it. And we held on for a while. It was just a survival game server, and we were having fun with that. And a lot of you guys had fun with that. I know that for sure. And yeah. Anyways, we went on, and we went on with that, and me and Sunny were originally supposed to be business partners, but we started getting calls a lot more, and we were having fun, and we enjoyed talking to each other. We were just like, we laughed at anything, and we would just make fun of each other, just laughing. It was just fun. It was fun hanging out with him, talking to him, anything. And we do a lot of things. And then he told me to start up a YouTube channel. I had a YouTube channel. He told me to start doing videos, and I did. I kind of started doing videos, and then he kind of invited me to something with him, Kermit, So yeah, that was pretty interesting. It was a parkour thing, and then me, Kermit, Sunday, and I, we all became like we had a gang like with each other. Like me, we'd always talk and stuff after that, and we would do videos and stuff. And that's where I got my subscribers. That's where I got you guys, Sunday and Kermit. I'm thankful for everything that they've done. They've made me so happy. There's no word for thanking them for me, that how happy they've made me in that time, because I was so depressed and they just made me laugh, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for meeting them. I'm so thankful for just being friends with them. They were awesome. They're awesome still. They're awesome dudes to talk to, and I'm glad I was able to have that experience. And Sunny and I are still friends. Kermit and I are still friends. We still talk and everything. And yeah, we still have awesome times. But yeah, anyways, I was still in a lot of stress, basically, but that was okay because I had a lot of fun when I was talking to them. I started YouTube, got all this thing, had an awesome time. I got a lot more friends, and I was having an awesome time. But it was all over the internet, so it wasn't the best. Like when I wasn't on my computer, it was sad times. I didn't know what to do. Still didn't know what to do. I was scared. Just talking to people over the internet just made me forget about all those things and made me laugh and have fun. I enjoyed life, and that ended. It ended shortly after. My sister, my best friend, she was still going through cancer, and well, her cancer got worse, and it spread to her lungs or brain or something, and she couldn't. She just stopped. Her body couldn't function anymore, and she passed away. It was a couple months ago where she passed away, and it was the worst moment of my life, because I would have done anything for her if it was a choice between me or her. I would have definitely chose her, because she had a way better life than me. Not better life, but she could have gotten she could have had something way more important than me. She knew what she wanted to do already. She wasn't shy. She loved meeting people, and I would rather it was me than her. It sucks losing a family member like that, especially since it's your little sister, and it brings a lot of pain. It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but it does bring a lot of pain, and I don't know how to explain it. But after that, my depression got a lot worse, and I wanted to kill myself. I had a mindset where I wanted to kill myself, but I knew I didn't have the guts. I wouldn't have ever done it. That's such a stupid decision. It's so selfish, and it's retarded. You never, ever want to go there. It sucks to even think about it, because it's selfish. You have people who love you, and whoever even wants to go there, it's stupid. I hate people who even bring that up. It sucks, but unfortunately, that's where my mind was set, because I didn't have anything to live for. I didn't know what I had to live for, and I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. And I just wanted to be with my sister. Everything at that time just didn't matter to me. After my sister was gone, I just didn't care for anyone. I didn't want anything to do with anyone. I was locked. I was just like a locked shell, and I didn't want anything to do with anyone. And it sucked, but after a while, I started lighting up because I knew my sister is better off with not being here because she would have been suffering still. And yeah, I wouldn't want that for her. And I knew I needed to be there for my mom, and I knew I needed to be there for my stepdad, and we just needed each other. So I was with them, and it sucked. It sucked not being with my sister, but I needed them, they needed me, and I started to lighten up, and my mood was better. I started to be happier, but it sucked. Just everything sucked. I don't know. And now I'm here. There's not much to go from here because it was so long ago where she passed away, but I'm here and I'm happier. I met people who've made me happy. I met new people who've made me happy, and they make me happy. They make me laugh. I'm happy to be with them, and I'm happy to be here with you guys. You guys mean the world to me because you've helped me so much. You've helped me so much get through everything. Just one little comment helps me get through things. Like if I have something to say, if I have something sad to say, you guys will be there the instant I need it. And it doesn't matter if it's just reading. It doesn't matter if it's just a comment, or if you guys are talking to me in real life. It helps me so much to get through anything like that. It really does. I'm thankful for anything that you guys, any support that you guys give me. I'm thankful for it. I'm happy that you guys are here for me. And I'm a pretty happy person today. I'm pretty mature now. I'm still missing my sister like hell, but I'm just happy for you guys. I'm happy for my friends. I'm happy for everything right now. And that's my life story. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later.